The next problem is, if lambda equal to -2, determine the value of 0 2 lambda 1 lambda square 0 3 lambda square plus 1 minus 1 6 lambda minus 1 is 0. Now I am going to put lambda is equal to -2 in this determinant. So 2 into lambda value I am going to substitute -2, 1, next lambda value -2, so -2 square, next lambda value -2, so 3 into -2 square plus 1, next -1, 6 into lambda value -2, so 6 into -2 minus 1, so next 0. Now next we have 2 into -2 will get -4, so 1 -2 square will get -4, so 3 into -2 square will get 4, 3 4s are 12 plus 1 13, so -1, 6 into -2 will get -12 minus 1 -13 into 0. The next step, so 0 -4 1 4 0, 12 plus 1 -1 -12 minus 1 0. The next one, 0 -4 1 4 0, 12 plus 1 value 13, -1 -12 minus 1 value -13. So next 0. Now I am expanding this, so 0 into, I am going to deleting the column and row, the remaining terms 0 13 -13 0. Next sign is minus, the term is -4, so minus of -4, and deleting the corresponding column and row, deleting the corresponding column and row, the remaining terms what, 4 13 -1 0. The next one 1, the sign is positive, so corresponding column and row neglected, the remaining terms what, 4 0 -1 -13. So the next one I am going to expand this, so 0 into 0 0, 13 into 13, so -13 into 13 -169, so minus into minus plus 4, 4 into 0 0, -1 into 13 -13, formula 1 minus will get plus 13. Next plus 1, so 4 into -13 will get -52, minus 1 into 0 plus 0. So the remaining terms I written here, so 0 -169, 4 into 13 into 1 into -52. Next -1 0 into anything what, 0, 4 into 13 52, -1 into 52 -52, so answer is 0. The next question, if A and B are square matrices of order 3 such that determinant of A is equal to -1 and the determinant of B is equal to 3, then find the value of determinant of 3AB. Now already we know the properties of determinant, so determinant of AB is equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. So we know that determinant of AB is equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. Next, determinant of KAB is equal to what, K power n into determinant of A into determinant of B. These two properties we have to use in this sum. So now given determinant of 3AB is equal to, according to this condition, what will get here, K value 3 and n value 3, so I am substituting here K value 3 and n value order, the question is given the order is 3, so that's why n equal to 3 and K equal to 3. I am substituting these values in here, so what will get, so 3 cube into determinant of A into determinant of B. 3 cube value 27. Already we know that determinant of a value is given in the question. Determinant of a is equal to -1 and determinant of b value equal to 3. I am substituting here. So 27 into -1 into 3. So 27 into 3, 81. 81 into -1 minus 81. That is the answer. Determinant of 3ab is equal to -81 is the answer. The next question, if A is a square matrix and the determinant of A value is equal to 2, determinant of A is equal to 2 and determinant of A transpose we have to find. We know that the properties, determinant of A is equal to what? Determinant of A transpose, and also determinant of AB is equal to what? Determinant of A into determinant of B. Now determinant of AB is equal to determinant of A into determinant of B, determinant of A equal to determinant of A transpose. We use these two properties, we have to find out the value of determinant of A transpose. Now determinant of A transpose, we can write determinant of A into determinant of A transpose. Already we know that determinant of A is equal to determinant of A transpose. Now substitute here. So determinant of A into determinant of A, because here determinant of A is equal to determinant of A transpose. Already we know that value of determinant of A equal to 2. I am substitute here 2 into 2. The answer is 4. That is determinant of A into A transpose. And next, the properties of determinants. It is very important. These properties we have to use every sums. We have 8 properties. The first property is the determinant of matrix remains unaltered. The determinant of matrix remains unaltered, or its rows are changed into columns, columns are changed into rows. We have to change into rows or columns, columns into rows. The determinant value is not altered. The same value is be here. That is the properties number 1. Properties number 1, determinant of A is equal to determinant of A transpose. That is means what? Rows into columns. We have to interchange rows into columns or columns into rows. The determinant values is unaltered. That is the properties number 1. So the next, we have to property number 2. If any 2 rows or columns of the determinant, if any 2 rows or column of the determinants are interchanged, the determinant changes in signs only, signs, but its absolute value remains is unaltered. I said any 2 rows or 2 columns we have to interchanged. The determinant value is not changed, only changes only signs, they said. So verification here. So I am going to take, let determinant of A is equal to A1 B1, A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3. I am taking this determinant. We know that expansion of determinant, I am expand here. So A1, the corresponding column and row will be neglected. The remaining terms B2 C3 minus B3 C2. Next term minus B1. I am going to expand this. The column and row will be neglected. The remaining terms A2 C3 minus A3 C2. Next C1. I am going to expand this. Column and row will be neglected. Remaining terms A2 B3 minus A3 B3. I written A3 B2. I written here. So this is the determinant of A. So now I am going to interchange 2 rows, R2 interchanged R3. I am going to interchange R2 and R3. Now determinant of A1, I am going to interchange R2 and R3. See here R2 value A2, B2, C2. Here R2 value A3, B3, C3. I am going to interchange. Now I am going to expand this determinant of A1. So now A1 I am going to expand. So the corresponding column and corresponding row, it will be neglected. The remaining terms B3, C2 and B2, C3. Next, the second term is sign is minus B1. So I am going to expand this column and row and will be neglected. Remaining terms A3, C2 minus A2, C3. The next one, the sign is positive plus, so C1. So I am going to expand this column and row will be neglected. The remaining term A3, B2 minus A2, B3. So now I am going to see here only changes only signs, not the values. So determinant of A is not determinant of A value is A1 B2 C3 minus A1 B3 C2 minus B1 A2 C3 minus and minus plus B1 A3 C2 plus C1 A2 B3 minus C1 A3 B2. Here A1 B3 C2 minus A1 B2 C3 minus B1 A3 C3 C2 minus plus B1 A2 C3 plus C1 A2 B3 C1 A3 B2 minus C1 A2 B3. So next we have only I am taking sign minus sign I am going to take outside. So minus of A1 B2 C3 minus B3 C2 minus B1 A2 C3 minus A3 C2 plus C1 A2 B3 minus A3 B2. This is the value of determinant A. So only we have changes only in sign. So if you change any two rows or two columns or interchange, the value is not unaltered, only changes only signs. That is the property number 2. So determinant of A1 is equal to, will get minus of determinant of A. So it is clear. So second property said, if any two rows or two columns are interchanged, the value is not unaltered, only changes sign. So now we are going to see that property number 3. If there are n interchanges of rows or columns, n interchange of rows or columns of a matrix A, then determines the resulting matrix is nothing but minus 1 the whole power n into determinant of A. So if in two rows, suppose we put only one row will change, R1 interchange to R2 will get negative sign, only changes. Suppose we'll get two rows, three rows, suppose n equal to number of rows, I am going to substitute n is equal to 3 will get minus, n equal to 2 will get positive, n equal to 1 will get negative. So that is the property number 3. Suppose I am going to n equal to 2 will get positive. So two rows we have to interchange, will get sign of positive. So any row or column are interchanged, no changes. So that is the properties 3 said. Next we have the property number 4. If two rows of or two columns of the matrix, two rows or two columns of the matrix is identical, then it is determinant is 0. It is a very important property. This property is very important. All the sums we have to use this property. So now the verification here. Now I am taking determinant of A value. Already we know that determinant of A is equal to A1 B1 C1 A2 B2 C2 A2 B2 C2. Here row 2 and row 3, second row and third row are identical. Identical means same. So how high identical its determinant value is equal to 0, we have to find. So now I am going to interchanging third row and second row and third row. We have to interchanging second row and third row. What you will get? The same matrix will get A1 B1 a2 b2 c2 a2 b2 c2. But the properties, if any rows or columns are interchanging, the values are not unaltered, only changes sign. So I am going to here changing second row and third row interchange. So what you'll get, so minus determinant of a, so minus determinant of a is equal to also determinant of a value. So that minus determinant of a I am going to take that side. So determinant of a plus determinant of a, determinant of a plus determinant of a. So what will get, 2 into determinant of a is equal to what, 0. So that is equal to 2 into determinant of a equals 0. So now determinant of a value 0. That's why if any two rows or columns are identical, therefore the determinant value is what, 0. The next property we have, if a row or column of matrix scalar multiple another row or column of a, then it is determinant is 0. That is property number 5. If any row or column of matrix is scalar multiplying another row or another column, then the determinant value is also 0. So that is property number 5. So here note, if all entries are row or column are 0, then the determinant value is equal to what, 0. So next example, determinant of 0 0 0 0 0 0 all the elements 0, it means the determinant value equal to 0. So that is 0. Now not like that, any row or column, only one column or one row, it means 0, the determinant value equal to 0. That is this note. The next one, the determinant of triangular matrix is obtained by product of the principal diagonal elements. The determinant of triangle matrix is obtained by the product of principal diagonal element. This is the note. Next we have the property number 6. We have to property number 6. If each element in a row or column of matrix is multiplied by a scalar k, then determinant is multiplied by the same scalar. It is nothing but, I am going to take determinant of a is equal to a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 a3 b3 c3. Now we are expanding this. What you'll get in previous sum, we know that the same result, a1 b2 c3 minus a b3 c2 minus b1 a2 c3 minus a3 b c2 plus c1 a2 b3 minus a3 b2, the same value will get. Next we have to find out determinant of a1. So what I did here, so I am multiplying a scalar k in row 1, multiplying scalar k in row 1. Here a1 b1 c1 in determinant of a, determinant of a1 k into a1 k into b1 k into c1. So I am going to expand this k into a1, k into a1. So what will get, row and column will cancelled. After that we'll get b2 c2 b3 c3. So b2 c3 minus b3 c2. Next I am going to expand k into b1. So k into b1, so same value, k into b1 a2 c3 minus a3 c2, and k into c1 a2 b3 minus a3 b2 is equal to extra term. I am going to take k outside, k into a1, k into determinant of a. So already we know that k into determinant of a value in previous step, determinant of a value here a1 b2 c3 minus b2 c3 minus b1 into a2 c3 minus a3 c2 plus c1 into a2 b3 minus a3 b2. I am substitute here. So what you'll get? K into determinant of A. So what is the definite property 6 says? So determinant of A, I am going to see the properties here. If each element of row or column I am going to multiplying a scalar by K. So what is the answer? In multiple of scalar into determinant of A is the answer. Multiple of scalar into determinant of A, that is the answer. So when I am going to multiplying here K into determinant of A, so what is the answer? Determinant of A1 is equal to K into determinant of A. Suppose I am going to multiplying here 5 into some matrix. What is the answer? The 5 into the determinant values will get. That is the property number 6. Next we have the property number 7. That before we have two notes are there. If A is a square matrix of order n, then determinant of AB is equal to what? Already we know, determinant of A into determinant of B. So next, if AB is equal to 0, then either determinant of A is equal to 0 or determinant of B value equal to 0. The next property number 3, note number 3, determinant of A power n is equal to what? Determinant of A the whole power n. These 3 properties we have to use in sums. Next property number 7, if each element of a row or column of the determinant expressed as sum of 2 or more terms, then whole determinant is expressed as sum or more elements. That is the statement here. What is the statement? If the elements of row or column of a determinant expressed as a sum of 2 or more terms, then the whole determinant is expressed as sum of 2 or more determinants. See here, that is nothing but I am taking the determinant of A1 plus M1 into B1 C1. Next A2 plus M2 B2 C2. A3 plus M3 B3 C3. I am taking here the first column, what? Sum of two elements A1 plus M1. I written these two elements in, I am going to split into two determinants. So what will get? A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3. That is one determinant plus another determinant M1 M2 M3 and B1 B2 B3 C1 C2 C3. So here the statement here, sum of two determinants is expressed into sum of two terms into we expressed into sum of two determinants. That is the statement of the properties number 7.